Good afternoon, students, families, staff, Board of Education, guests, and members of the Bronco community. My name is Beth Shimon, and I have the honor of serving ISD 361 for the last year as your new superintendent. I have also had the privilege of getting to know the wonderful group of graduates that sit before us today. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the 116th Falls High School graduation ceremony in honor of the graduating class of 2025. I want to recognize the important work of education. There is no other profession in the world that has the deep honor of educating and preparing all other professions in the world. If I could please have all past and present educators please stand, even if you're in the crowd. I want to acknowledge and express our gratitude for your tireless years of service and your commitment to educating students everywhere and the students of ISD 361. Whether you are an educator in another community, a teacher, an administrator, a school board member, a coach, a paraprofessional, advisor, or other member of ISD 361, you influence and have influenced the students' lives throughout the years. Class of 2025, let's take a moment to give these amazing individuals a round of applause for the role they have played in your education, your life's journey, and all that brought you to this very special day. As we gather today to celebrate a milestone that's been years in the making, graduates, let us now pause for a moment and recognize you, the class of 2025. Look around, everybody in this room is here for you. And I can tell you they're thinking of you through the perspective of being a preschooler or kindergartner sitting on your graduation day. It's an emotional day for them. From your childhood and beyond, they are thinking of you from the moment you walked through that preschool room, that classroom in kindergarten, and now it is 13 years later. You get to say, I did it. You've reached the finish line of one journey, and soon you'll stand beyond our school doors to begin your starting line of another. And on behalf of all of us at ISD 361, we are proud of you. And we are honored to have been your educational institution for these past years. You now officially have the honor of stating, once a Bronco, always a Bronco. I want to take a few moments to talk to you about something we all value, and we often take for granted. It is time. Think about this for a moment. Time. T-I-M-E. Time is more than what we see on the clock or what you see on your cell phone. It is made up of moments, some big, some small, some filled with challenge, and some extraordinary moments. Throughout time, all of this shapes who we are. It has been your early morning practices, late night studying, the balance of work, school, activities, and athletics. It's the friendships you've made with one another, and the lessons that you have learned, the setbacks that you've overcome, and the dreams you dare to chase, and the dreams that you will ultimately chase when you leave us today. Your time at ISD 361 has reached far beyond schoolwork, routines, and meetings. So let's break this down a bit through the halls of your time at 361, past, present, and now into the future. I want you to think of tea and time as treasure. Treasure the years you spent in our classrooms, on our fields, in our music rooms, labs, and hallways. Treasure the friendships, your laughs, and your silliness. Treasure the teachers and staff who believed in you, supported you, and cheered for you throughout your years here. Hold tight onto the memories you've made. These are the roots of your story. planted right here from your time at Falls Elementary School, the Alternative Learning Center, and Falls High School. The I is for invest. As you step into your future, invest your time wisely. Be methodical by investing in people, in purpose, and in passions that matter to you. Take what you learned and move it forward. The way you spend your time is a reflection of your character and your values. Be intentional in showing your heart, your hope, and your hard work. M is for make. Make the most of every opportunity, even the ones that seem small. Set down your cell phones. Those moments matter. Be present. Sometimes it's the quietness and the surroundings that can have the biggest impact on you. Be curious, ask questions, help someone in need, because you can, and choose kindness always. It is in these moments of time that you will remember. The world needs only you and what you can give. So don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Make all moments matter and seize them. Reflect on the E of time as its meaning of embrace. Embrace change. Your life today changes as you now know it. Embrace challenges and learn from them. Embrace celebrations and reflect on the richness it's brought to your life. Embrace every part of your journey, your time. There will be times when the road ahead seems uncertain, but trust in what you've learned here and within your homes. Trust in the character you built with us, with your family, and with other trusted and influential adults that have come into your life, and trust in your own personal development and growth. It is those values that will define you. At ISD 361, we've always said that education is more than textbooks and test scores. It's about growing young people into citizens of strength, belonging, and character. It's about running pride. Pride, optimism, welcoming, engaged, and respect. These have been your core values that you've lived by in our way of life. These are not just words on the walls of our school. These are the principles that shape your time here. Let them guide your choices, lead your path forward, no matter where you go or what you become. Remember the roots you planted in our school community. Be proud of where you come from, and carry your uncle pride with you wherever you go. As we look at each of you today, we see scholars, athletes, artists, educators, nurses, mathematicians, welders, mechanics, scientists, military professionals, leaders, dreamers, and doers. Above all, we see extraordinary young people, good humans with immense promise. People with uncharted opportunities of time ahead of them. Precious time to keep learning, growing, and keep inspiring those around you. So class of 2025, take a deep breath, enjoy it, soak in this moment of time. You have earned it. Go forward with confidence and make a positive impact in the world before you. Make us proud, because all of us will be watching from the sidelines. Most importantly, enjoy the time of your life that awaits you. Congratulations.
I would now like to introduce our faculty speaker as chosen by the senior class, Mrs. Katie Hammers.
Good afternoon, everyone, families, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Over the past few years, I have had the honor of teaching these graduates, but even more so, I stand before you today as someone who has grown deeply proud of, inspired by, and honestly, a little reluctant to let go of this group of young people that I have the privilege to know. The love that I have for this group of difficult for me today. It's not. But the goodbye certainly is. And while goodbyes are hard, and this day will be full of them, remember that it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later, and I can't wait to see you all and what you're doing later. From your earliest days at FHS, when you were still figuring out who you were, navigating friendships, discovering what you stood for, you made every single day interesting and unpredictable, but meaningful. I think I speak for all faculty when I say I enjoyed each and every day as you were students in my classroom, but I enjoy you even more as people. Your personalities, your humor, the laughs were endless. Watching you find your voices, become confident in who you are and all that you're capable of. You learn how to stand up for what you believe in and constantly push those around you to do better. This is what makes your group so special. As a class, you were always strong-willed. Never a group that just went with the flow or jumped through the hoops. And yes, in junior high, that was a challenge. But as you grew into young adults, you learned what's truly worth fighting for in life. Many of you fought hard just to get to today, to graduate, to better your lives, to step up and show up for yourselves, and to pursue what you want from the next chapter. And I want you to hear this. Never lose that drive. Never lose that voice. Show up every day for yourself because you made it here. Today, you are not just students crossing the stage. You are now alumni of Falls High School. You are a thread in the fabric of what makes this little town so great, and your roots here run deep. Almost everywhere you go, you will run into someone connected to International Falls, and it speaks to the pride that goes along with being a Falls High grad. We always have your back, and we're always here to catch you when life gets hard. You are now a part of something much greater than yourselves. You are alumni of this school, of this community, of this town that has watched you grow and stumble and stand tall again. You are a part of every hallway you walked, every classroom you sat in, every game, every concert, every moment. No matter where you go, wherever you find yourselves, you'll always have a place to come back to. You left a mark here in our hallways that won't fade with time. You led with heart, with humor, with resilience. You've been role models in the hallways, in the elementary school, out on the fields. Your presence has shaped the spirit of our school through your leadership, your determination, and your commitment to something bigger than yourselves. I am proud of each and every one of you, not just for reaching this milestone, but for becoming the people that you are today. Go out into the world, serve, lead, love, build, make mistakes, learn from them, and above all, make us proud, because I know that you will. As an English teacher, you know that I can't let you go without sharing at least one quote with you. So here's one I hope you carry with you, not just today, but for the rest of your lives. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And what lies within each of you is strength, integrity, courage, and purpose. Take that with you wherever you go." While the goodbyes today are certainly hard, and what lies ahead feels unknown, I promise you this: the very best part of your life lies ahead. And each one of you is more than ready for it. Show up, fight for what you want, and I hope that you believe in yourselves as much as we believe in you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your story, These hallways and classrooms will miss you more than words can say. Congratulations, class of 2025. The best is yet to come.
We have 3 student speakers this afternoon. Our first student speaker is Brena, daughter of Steve and Jessica Crosby. Brena's future plans include attending UND for criminology. Let's welcome Brena.
Good afternoon, everyone. To our families, our friends, our teachers, and our mentors, thank you. Your support, love, and patience have brought us here. And to my classmates, the graduating class of 2025, it is truly an honor to stand here today speaking on behalf of all of us. My name is Brena Crosby, and like many of you, I've spent the last 7 years growing, changing, struggling, learning, and laughing within these walls. And today, we close one of the biggest chapters of our lives. Today feels surreal. We're sitting here in caps and gowns, facing the moment we once thought was so far away, it barely felt real. But it's here. We're graduating. And as I look out across this room, all I can think is, how did we get here so fast? Let's go back to 6th grade. Do you remember what it felt like to walk into this school for the first time? We were 11 or 12, clutching our backpacks, wondering how we survived switching classes, lockers that never opened on the first drive, or trying to figure out where we fit in. Everything felt big. The hallways were big, the older students looked huge. The seniors seemed like adults, confident, untouchable, like they had everything figured out, and we just felt small. But here's the thing. What we didn't realize back then is that those seniors we looked up to, they were just people like us. People trying their best, winging it more often than not, and now that we're in their shoes, we understand. We may not have all the answers. We may still feel like we're figuring things out every single day, but we've grown into our own version of strength, and that's something worth celebrating. Then came 7th grade, and the world changed. A global pandemic hit, and suddenly everything we knew disappeared. Classrooms turned into computer screens. We were separated into groups, placed behind masks and distance. It was isolating, it was confusing, and for a while it felt like we were living in a different reality. But something beautiful happened too. We stayed after Zoom classes just to laugh, to talk, to play Among Us. Who knew that a game about imposters on a spaceship would become a lifetime for us? We were separated physically, but emotionally we found each other. We created joy where we could. We made it through, not because it was easy, but because we had each other. 8th and 9th grade came next, what I like to call the growing years. They weren't easy. These were the years we started to really grow, not just in height, but in heart. We were changing inside and out. Friendships shifted, our thoughts deepened, life started to ask some harder questions, and we didn't always have the answers. These years were filled with uncertainty and discovery. But through the awkward, the confusing, and the painful, we became more us. These were the years we began shaping the people sitting here today. Then came 10th grade. The last year we'd all be in the same place together, but we didn't know it at the time. That's the thing about growing up. You rarely realize the laughs while they're happening. We didn't know that some of us would move to the college campus or take different paths. We didn't realize that the classmates we passed in the hallway would soon feel so far away. But looking back now, that year was a quiet kind of ending. The last chapter we all shared before our stories began to take a different turn. Then came 11th grade, the pressure cooker. We were expected to plan our futures while still trying to understand our present. There were tests, deadlines, decisions, the what's next questions never stopped. And some of us, me included, felt completely lost. The world expected certainty from us, and we were still searching for clarity. And maybe we still are. But let me tell you this, not knowing what you want to do doesn't mean you're behind. It means you're still open, still becoming, still learning, and that's a powerful thing. And then 12th grade, senior year, the one we always talked about, the one we thought would be the highlight reel, the finish line. And in some ways, it has been. There were the pep fests, the senior activities, the final dances, and the countdowns. There were also the emotional whiplashes, the mix of excitement, nostalgia, fear, and pride. This year taught us that endings can be beautiful and heartbreaking at the same time. We watched our first slowly turn into last, our last first day of school, our last spirit week, our last lunch at that one table, the last time we have to pretend we remembered our locker combination, the last time we walked those halls, not realizing how many memories we were stepping through. We didn't know how quickly it would go, but it did. And now here we are, together again for one final time. And though this may be the last time we sit together as students of the school, we'll carry this chapter with us forever. Because we didn't just go to school here, we grew up here. We laughed, cried, failed, succeeded, changed, and endured. We went from awkward little sixth graders to seniors we used to stare at in awe. And somewhere in the middle, we found ourselves. And the big question, so what now? Now we begin again, the next part. The part where we go off to find who we are outside of these walls. Some of us will move far, some will stay close, some will chase dreams we've held for years, others will discover new ones along the way. And every path is valid. Every version of the future is worth chasing. But before we go, pause here. Take this in. Remember the feeling of sitting beside the people who knew you when you were just starting out. Remember the hallway laughs, the awkward dances, the inside jokes, the days you thought you never survived but did. Because this moment is a gift, and so are the people you share it with. And as we leave this place and go our separate ways, I just want to say this. Please don't let this be where it ends. Look around at the people who've been part of your story, whether since kindergarten or just this year. These are the ones who've grown with you, who've seen you change, who've laughed with you, supported you, and shared memories no one else ever will. Stay connected, celebrate the milestones, new jobs, weddings, whatever comes next, but also reach out when life feels overwhelming. We may not walk the same halls anymore, but we'll always share something. These years, these memories, and the bond that comes from growing up together. That's forever. So keep me in your life, and I'll do the same. Because people like this, bonds like this, they don't come around often, and I never want us to lose that. Class of 2025, thank you for being part of my story. Thank you for your laughter, your strength, your kindness, and your courage. I'm proud to be one of you. And wherever we go next, may we never forget where we started and how far we've come. Congratulations, graduates. This may be goodbye for now, but I know this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Thank you.
Next, please welcome Brendan Scholler, son of Ken and Angela Scholler. Brendan has plans to attend Lake Superior College in pursuit of a carpentry and electrical degree. Welcome, Brendan.
I just got asked, do I have to sing on straight? I think I do. Alright. Just had to ask. The introduction is the first and best chance to win the attention of the people who otherwise would not care. The first thing you have to do is make people believe that what you have to say is relevant and important. Martin Lloyd-Jones. And with this quote, I would like to welcome parents, families, alumni, and staff, past and present, to the celebration of the class of 2025 as we close the book on the first chapter of our lives and begin to write the next. In just a few minutes, short minutes, we will begin a moment that we have not only looked forward to since we began our time here at ISD 361, but a moment we will also remember for many years to come. Many of us can still remember the first time we walked through the doors of Falls High School. Others remember meeting our teachers for the first time. And our first day of sixth grade. but also our first day of senior year. We embraced hardships with perseverance and effort, the COVID shutdown being one of the most difficult. Even though we were in different classes and different sports, we all experienced our high school careers together. We experienced all the homecomings, the Friday night football games, senior night for our sports, and prom. It was with these experiences that we shaped high school into one of the most fulfilling and dominant moments we will ever experience. I'd like to key back into our sports experiences, the late night bus rides, each practice, and every competition or game. We experienced them as a team and as a class. We will remember the last game, the last meet, the last competition. We'll look back upon the friendships, the bonds, and the moments we shared together. The moments and the bonds are some that we will carry with us as we continue on into our futures. One such experience I will remember will be the moment me and the boys swim team qualified for state meet. This moment not only reflected our struggles and the pain, but the effort and determination, as well as the dedication it took to achieve this goal. Throughout our time at FHS, I saw many similar achievements and moments, from rallying back in hockey games, such as the border battle, to football games coming down to the final play, such as the freshman year homecoming when Luke Crown would come play now. All such experiences are what have shaped our class into the individuals that we are today. With the stage of our life, next stage of our life just moments away, I'd like to provide you with an analogy to our vast and bright future. We can look upon our lives as the building of a house, with our childhood and high school years serving as the foundation. Not every house is made the same way. Many have differences that allow them to stand out much like many of our classmates. With each achievement, we add a piece to our foundation, adding structure and detail to our life. A great carpenter, in which I know would say, a home is never complete. There is always something we can add or improve upon. This is what makes us who we are, the constant adding and change we experience that shapes us to be the best image of ourselves we can be. As I look upon our class today, I see a class with strong and intricate foundations, ready for the structure we shall add as we embark into our futures. As we bring this speech to a close, I would like to leave you with one final quote. This quote was shared by a past graduate who was also in attendance today, who understood the importance of what we do for others impacts not only ourselves, but the people around us who either experienced it or who observed it. The quote by Hannibal Lecter: "What we do for ourselves dies with us, but what we do for others, that is beyond us." I have seen many of our class involved not only in our school, but in our community, demonstrating what it means to be a Bronco. It is with this quote I would again like to thank all of the family, the friends, staff, and everyone who has helped us along the way to get us to this moment of success and prosperity. I cannot wait to see where our hard work takes us, and how our experiences in which we share together will benefit us and those we meet along the way in our journeys into the future. And with that, I'd like to bring this speech to a close. Thank you.
Our final student speaker today is Lola Wade, daughter of Ashley and Aaron Hall and Christopher Wade. Lola's plans are to attend Jamestown, North Dakota to study nursing and play hockey. Welcome, Lola.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, my name is Lola Wade, daughter for electing me to speak and represent our class. Today, I will briefly be touching on perspective, growth, and the importance of staying true to yourself. Life is full of surprises. There will be many good times, but there will also be many obstacles to overcome. Having perseverance, get through the hard times, and continue to accomplish your goals is something that will make sure that you live your life to the fullest. Some people refer to being starved as being hungry or starving. I would describe being hungry as having a goal and being driven to work towards that goal every single day of your life. Driven means being so dedicated to that specific thing and making progress by working hard at it every day, day in and day out. No matter the specific thing is making progress by working hard at it every day and day out. No matter the struggle, no matter what is happening in your life at that moment, you have all made it to this day, so you have perseverance and drive to overcome whatever you take on next. As you take on whatever is next for you, failure is going to be inevitable in part of your future. Always remember, in failure, there is always lessons to be learned and great amounts of growth. Growth is an essential thing to life. You need to fail and fail again. We fail until we don't think we can get up. Maybe with some trial and error, you'll figure out what things work and what things might not work out as good for you. If you ever find yourself in need of a different perspective, the world is full of examples of people going through different trials in their life. I would recommend taking a walk through a hospital to see how much those people are willing to battle and fight for their life in spite of whatever diagnosis they have been dealt with. They're fighting because they know they can overcome whatever life is handed to them. Maybe they're fighting because they have some important people and places or outside business to attend to. Maybe they don't have a chance to win the fight, but they are fighting to hold on and see an important person for just a little while longer. Often all we have to do is look at the person next to us and realize we don't have it all that bad. No matter what you do in your life, there will always be battles and hills to climb. I encourage you greatly to climb that mountain. Even though the journey may be hard and may push you to your limits, reaching the summit and growth that happened along the way will be worth the climb. As we proceed with our life after high school, please remember to be yourself. Life is constantly changing. Every day there is a new trend you're supposed to follow or a new item that you're supposed to buy to fit in. Always be careful not to get caught up in what's popular that you lose sight of who you are in the process. Never change yourself to fit a trend, to be liked, or to follow the crowd. Our time in this life is so precious to spend it worrying about what others think of you and trying to fit in the same box as everyone else that everyone lives in. The most difficult but most important thing you can do is to simply be you. At the end of the day, all you have is yourself. So don't be afraid to follow your own path. Nobody else can ever be you. As I conclude this speech, I just want to congratulate everyone with all the things that they have accomplished in this lifetime, but especially the graduating class of 2025. I wish you all the best of luck with your future endeavors as you continue this journey called life. One thing to take with you everywhere you go is to remember where you came from. Cherish the good memories and know the bad ones for future reference. Another takeaway is to be true to yourself. As change is good, but it is also important to know who you are and how you got to where you are. Finally, to my senior class, thank you for making our high school days memorable and eventful. I would like to thank everyone once again, especially the teachers who have helped us every step of the way, even if we wanted to hit the snooze button and sleep for a little while longer. I hope everyone enjoys everything that graduation brings to them, but most importantly, I would like to leave you with this. So many dreams, so many plans, there be laughter, there be tears.
members of the Board of Education, honored guests, parents, and friends of the graduating class. It is my privilege to present the academic honor students of the class of 2025. Will these students please rise and come forward as their names are called, and I will present them with pins honoring their academic excellence. Grace Pleasant. William Gator. Tyler Headland. TJ Kaminsky Jr. Brandon Scholler. Landon Schneider. Lila Wood. Macy Zika. It is my honor to present the class of 2025. I certify that the members of this class who receive a diploma have met the requirements of the International Fall School Board and those of the Minnesota State Department of Education. Ms. Crosby, Mr. Johnson, Ms. Corby, Mr. Radwine, Ms. Sather, Ms. Stokes-Beach, Ms. Smith. As representatives of the board, will you present the diplomas as the names are read? Grace Pleasant.
William Yender.
Tyler Pennant.
TJ Kaminsky.
Brendan Scholler.
Landon Schneider.
Lila Wood.
Macy Zika.
Ryan Albrecht.
Ryan Collins Silvers.
Gabriel Bird.
Tyler Morgan.
Sierra Douglas.
Riley Carlson.
Haley Cassidy.
Leah Polishuk.
Cooper Crandall. Kieran Ford.
Elena Bates.
Lola Ford.
Artem Ganavan.
Braden Goff.
Ryan Graves.
Owen Hansen.
Katie Hansen.
Jacob Hansen.
William Howard.
Hale Jensen.
Cooper Jensen.
Shay Jensen.
Jaden Johnson.
Sadie Johnson.
Kendra Elson.
Asher Keith.
Nina Mae Seabird.
Janaea Hiddleston.
Kaden Corby.
Adrian Laura.
Easton Lee Harlan.
Kira Mayo.
Katie Page.
Riley Mann.
Aiden McFarland.
Brittany Nicholson and Ascension. Aya Porter.
Ray Breck.
Jared Slifer.
Charles Saiba.
Landon Story.
Taylor.
Torrin Thompson.
Piper Contact.
Peyton Thompson.
Emma Van Ham.
Lola Wade.
Tyler Wallace.
Kimberly Wernberg.
Hunter Wilson.
Falls High School's class ring is the oldest ring tradition in the United States. Since 1929, the class ring has featured the same pine tree and waterfall that adorns the class ring today. And the ring is still worn in the same fashion. Students wear their ring with the waterfall facing inward when they first receive it. This symbolizes knowledge from FHS flowing into the students. Once they have graduated, the ring is turned with the waterfall facing outward so that the students' knowledge can flow out into the world. Graduates, will you please turn your ring at this time so the waterfall faces away from your body? Your tassel should now be switched to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you the graduating class of Falls High School, the class of 2020.